My name is Michael Corser. I have a small multidisciplinary design practice in Clerkenwell in London. We are 6 people at the moment. We work on a wide variety of projects that range in scales from small product and packaging through furniture, retail interiors and into interior architectures. So it's difficult to answer a question about a project that we're proud of because we work across different scales and different disciplines. So for example, last year we designed a product for a Taiwanese manufacturer which was a wine bottle chiller. And I'm very proud of it because it's a beautiful object and it's got a lot of very interesting references that are very much about the ethos of our practice, which is about looking across different areas for reference, different cultural areas for reference. And it turned out to be a very beautiful product that referenced things from the 1920s modernists. But we've also done some work recently, about a year ago, for a very different type of project, which was a retail rollout across India. And it was for retail stores for a telecommunications company. And it was an enormous project, an enormous rollout of thousands and thousands of shops that really made a big difference to the customers, to the clients at the end of the end game. So these projects have an enormous impact on the market. We're working on a project right now in the Middle East in Qatar, which again is more associated with a rollout system and retail interiors, which are going to not only be based in the Middle East, but they're going to spread across Europe and hopefully within 5 years to go global. I think the role of the architect in contemporary practice is, in a way, what it's always been. I think there's an importance of it becoming or retaining its cultural background, retaining the culture of where it's come from. I think there's a danger in architecture in the last 10 to 15 years of it being taken over by market imperatives. Everything is about how much something costs and how much return you can make. And I think when you get into that kind of specialization of architecture, it becomes really impoverished. And I think the importance of architecture is remembering its cultural values and its cultural roots. If I were to advise somebody to go and see something fundamentally important architecturally in London, I think I always go back to the same example that I was excited about 25 years ago when I first moved to London myself. And it's to go to the John Soanes Museum in Lincoln Inn Fields. It's a fantastically inspiring place. It's an architect from 100 years ago that was doing incredibly interesting and exciting things that still feel to me very relevant today. I think at our practice we're very much inspired by the work of a lot of great architects and designers, and one of our big influences is the Italian designer Achille Castiglioni. And he once said, if you're not curious about everything, then give it up, forget about it and go and do something else. Don't do design, don't do architecture. You've got to be curious about everything.